Hello there, welcome to Courageous Consciousness. I'm DJ Gallup, and today I wanted to talk about something that is really affecting me and my friends. Well, not so much me because I'm married, but mostly my friends, and that is dating. And I have seen so many of my friends going through so much turmoil lately because of the dating game. And I think that a lot of it has to do with not coming to the game from a place of abundance, not trusting that there is going to be that right person for you who will meet at least a lot or most of your needs. No one's going to exactly meet all of your needs, probably, but there are certainly people out there who will meet a lot of the needs and a lot of the things you want in a partner. And I think that there's a lot of reasons for this lack of abundance. I think media has a lot to do with it. I grew up just like a lot of people watching Sex and the City, and that was like a major plot point, right? It was like it's hard to date after the age of 35. So what I'm going to do in this video, and we'll get there in a minute, is I'm going to teach you guys how to just kind of change your mindset a little bit by using the two-cup method. And if you've never done the two-cup method, it is a fun little method. Um, but we'll get there in a minute. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys a story because this is a story that is not unusual for me to be hearing now. I have a very good friend of mine. We went to school together. I'm not going to use her name here, of course, in the video. But to me, she was my inspiration for making this video. So this friend of mine, we usually see each other a couple of times a year, primarily in the summertime when I'm up in upstate New York visiting. And last year, when we were hanging out, she was, so excited. She had this boyfriend, and they just kind of started seeing each other and everything like that. But then she said something bad happened. She got arrested because she went over to his house. They had kind of been on the outs. She had gone over to his house to try and talk him back into getting back together or whatever. And he freaked out and she freaked out, and long story short, she drove through his fence because he was scaring her and he was blocking the driveway, and she had to drive through the fence, and she got arrested, and it's a whole thing, right? Now, I think if you are coming to dating and coming to life in general from a place of abundance, that would be the end of that relationship, certainly, right? I mean, this was just a brand new relationship. You're only a month or two in. Obviously, you're freaking out. You're yelling at each other. It's not a good situation. This is not the good basis of a nice, good, strong, long-term relationship, if that is what you're after, right? Well, so a year has passed, and I saw my friend again this summer, and it turns out that she's still with this guy. And in the meanwhile, all sorts of things have been happening. She found out he was lying about going to school. He said he was going to school. He was never going to school at all. And this guy pushed her down at one point and has a tendency of kind of losing his temper quite often. And there's a lot of other little things about this guy that I'll just leave out of the video. But anyway, but she's still with him. And when I mentioned to her that, I asked her at one point, I said, what is your end goal here for dating? Like, what is it that you're really looking for? And she said, well, I want to be married. And I said, okay, that's good. And she said, and I'd like to have kids. Now, we're getting to our mid and upper 30s, me and my friends. So, maybe she's thinking about adopting. I'm not sure. We're getting to the point where it's getting a little bit on the old side to start having babies if you, certainly aren't even married yet. And so I said to my friend, okay, so you're looking to get married, you're looking to have a baby, and still you're wasting your time with this guy who is just not marriage material. I'm sure he's not a bad guy. I'm sure he means well, even considering all these other circumstances, all these things that have happened. I mean, you have to understand this is not the guy who you'll be getting married to and having kids with. So I said, why are you wasting your time? Why don't you just break up with him? And she said, well, that would be me abandoning him. I'd be abandoning him. He needs me. And that was such a wake-up call to me because to me, what I saw was that my friend is someone who is living so much without abundance in her life that she is not even willing to consider kindly and lovingly breaking up with someone so that she can find the person that she wants, needs, and deserves in her life. And I think we all have friends who are kind of like that. Maybe this is a little bit dramatic, more dramatic than what most of us have in our lives, but we all have friends like that. They just stay in bad relationships or in relationships that aren't progressing into what they want or what they need or what they deserve. And, they're just not coming to things from a place of abundance. So, with that in mind, I wanted to get to the 2-cup method today. All right? So, here is what I want you to do if you are having some dating issues in your life. I want you to take 2 different paper cups, and I want you to get a Sharpie marker. Doesn't matter what color, but get a Sharpie marker. Okay? I like doing this on paper cups. I also have actually mugs that I ordered on Amazon that are have a chalkboard finish on them, which is kind of nice because that way you can reuse the same mugs over and over and over again, which is pretty cool. But for this demo, paper cups, okay? So what we're going to do is on the first cup, we are going to write our current circumstances. So, all we're going to write over here is, dating, let's say, dating not going well, not getting what I need. It's hard to write out a cup. Okay, so bad handwriting. Dating not going well, not getting what I need. Okay, that's current circumstance over here. Second cup over here, we're going to write our desired outcome. What is it that we actually really want? Okay? And you could just do a nice little list, So let's say, I'm talking about my friend in question here. So she's looking for a nice guy, sense of humor, who's kind, marriage material, wants kids. It's a big one to put down because not a lot of people want kids nowadays. There's a lot of people who are just not into the whole having kids thingy thing here. So anyway, what we are going to do here, if we can find it here, is I have my lovely copper jug here, which if you never put water in a copper jug, the idea is that it's really good for your energy bodies. I don't know much about it, but it seems to work. I don't know. So anyway, we're going to put water in our first cup, which is our current circumstance. Dating not going well. So what you can kind of do is you can just kind of imagine, hey, this is my current circumstance here. Dating is not going well. The boyfriend I have is not the one who's going to be, the one I'm going to be getting married to. I'm not having my needs fulfilled. Whatever you want to write on your cup about your current circumstance, you write here on the first cup, okay? And you acknowledge it. You just say, this is what's going on. I am acknowledging that this is my current reality right now. But I want a different reality to be happening. And the idea with this 2-cup exercise is that it's almost like you're trying to jump dimensions. You're trying to go from your current circumstance to a new circumstance, but you're also jumping from one dimension to another dimension where this reality is already happening. So we have our second cup here. Nice guy, sense of humor, kind, marriage material, wants kids. So now we're going to pour the contents of the first cup into the second cup. Kind of fun to do. And now, what I want with my, let's get the words on the screen here. All right, and now what we're going to do is we are just really going to focus on this one for a minute. So if you're doing this at home, What you can always do is just pause the video and you really want to put some energy on this one. You just want to feel it as though it's happening. That's a big thing with law of attraction, is you want to live from the end. You want to see yourself with that nice guy. You want to see yourself with that guy with a sense of humor. You want him to be kind. You want to see him opening doors for you. You want to see yourself, married. Don't even see the wedding. See yourself married in the house that you want to be living in, and with maybe the kids running around or whatever. See yourself living from that perspective. Really make it real and focus on it while you hold the water in your hand. That's going to put a lot of that energy, that mental energy, into the water. And after you have kind of meditated on that, and I would, spend a couple of minutes on that, this is your new reality. Make sure you feel that this is your new reality. And when you really feel like you are done, what you do is drink the water. And that is you absorbing and accepting that new reality into your life. And I know this kind of seems like maybe a silly exercise. If you've never done the 2-cup method, it just seems like kind of a silly thing. But let me tell you, it is just a technique to get your mind in a new place so that you can accept the abundance that there is all around you. There is the right person for you if you are willing to change your mindset and not keep making mistakes, and think about what it is that you actually want. Keep your mind on your end goal and what you desire and what you need in your life. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys today. Let me know if you got any positive or negative feelings about this video. You can, of course, leave a comment. And, of course, I always appreciate if you hit the like button and if you subscribe to my page, because I'm going to be making more videos in the future to help you guys out. So, with that being said, have a great day. See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.